Actually, my uncle came to the hospital, to the ICU on, they said Friday. He was admitted on Thursday and came to ICU on Friday. But he's been ill for about a week before we brought him to the hospital.
10 days.
About 10 days, yes. So by the time he came over here is when we were trying to just take care of him at home. But then it became like whatever we were taking care of was not going away. So that's when we brought him to the hospital. So we were thinking it was something else, maybe some blood pressure or just something that maybe we had missed in his lifetime. But when the doctors did the test and they came back saying that it was food poisoning, so it's when it raised a very huge flag, and we began retracing back, like where did this food poisoning come from? Of course, we have the details. Maybe we cannot provide that right now. It's for the investigation team of how we think that food poisoning might have come about. But the question is, the aggressiveness of the food poisoning is what is concerning us. Because I know when you have food poisoning, it takes you 2 days, you use the bathroom a little bit here and there and take some fluids and you come back. But this one was not going away. It kept on being perpetual. And then they'll be using they'll be trying to kill the infection, but the infection keeps on coming back, like kind of it was regenerating itself and becoming more and more severe the more they kept on pumping drugs to that infection. Like sometimes you come in and you find like the infection count or the white cell count, they kept on climbing. We began with how much white cell count? They kept on going up. Yeah, it kept on going up from, I think, from 18 to 24. The next day you wake up, it even went as high as 30, meaning there was just a lot of infection in the system. That's why we believe if you have a normal food poisoning, there's no way your infection rate just keeps on climbing. Then number two, it began affecting even blood clots, and they stopped even treating him with his blood clot situation because of the antibiotics that they were giving him for the infection. Then the lungs kept on failing, and then his kidneys kept on failing. The blood count, we have pumped in almost 3 or 4 or 5 pints of blood, but whenever they do the blood count, it's still down, and there was severe bleeding from the intestine. We do not believe, I strongly, personally do not believe that that's a normal food poisoning, because it looks like whatever was happening was just very aggressive, and maybe it's a different substance that was introduced into my uncle's body that was giving us all these challenges. We even felt sorry for the doctors, because sometimes they'll come and tell you they're dealing with 4 or 5 different things. They're dealing with, with failing kidneys. They're dealing with a blood clot that they can't find. They're dealing with intestinal bleeding in the stomach. They're dealing with the heart, breathing issues. So you could tell the doctors don't even know what to actually focus on. Because if you focus on this one, that is coming back and something like that. So that's why we strongly feel that there was foul play. Our uncle has been a very healthy individual, very healthy human being for as long as we have known the guy. So this is what strongly makes us believe that there was some foul play, which further investigation is needed. Maybe after the post-mortem, we can be able to communicate further what might have happened, especially as we are now going back to retrace his steps of what happened when and where.